and welcome to this week's episode of the Big Eyes Podcast. You already know what it is. It's the warlords of this manga shit, the manga dundadas. It's your boy LJ here, as always, with AD himself. How you doing, AD?
I'm doing good, man. It's been an interesting week, dog. You know, a lot of great stuff came out this week. We done had some returning quote unquote favorites, come back that we're gonna talk about today. But otherwise, man, I'm doing good, man. It's a chill Sunday night. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yeah, we're recording this kind of late on a Sunday night, so I mean, we both had busy days. We're trying to keep the energy up for you guys. I'm so tired that I broke Mill's rule of saying of like not saying it's your boy because I definitely just said it's your boy LJ, and I feel like I feel like I belong on MTV when I say some shit like that.
Well, you make it sound like the Breakfast Club.
You know, it really
Like,
is. DJ MB, Charlamagne the God, and
oh man,
oh man, but no man, is we've had a solid week this week in manga. I was like you said, two big favorites came back. We got Dragon Ball Super, which was a solid chapter. All right, man. Listen, I
yeah,
don't need y'all to get to getting on your super back shit. Calm down. It was a good chapter. I'm not
yeah,
gonna fake the fuck. We go break it down. Boruto had also had another very solid chapter this week. Um, okay, before we get into the monthlies, I feel those gonna be the longer conversations. Let's get into some weekly shit. Thursday we got a new Kaiju number 8 chapter.
yeah, man. That was actually a pretty solid chapter. Like, Kaiju number 8 is low key wholesome. Like, I think we about to get all the wholesome stuff out the way first and foremost. Like, the way that this chapter went, I'm really happy for that boy. First of all, if you haven't read Kaiju number 8, I highly suggest you do. It's only like 20 chapters, so like it's not that far in. But everything that's been coming out is really really good. Especially, oh, shout out! I just saw on Twitter the Godzilla versus Kong thing. I just saw that on Twitter. I think that's gonna be something dope. So, and if you like stuff like that, kaiju battles and everything, definitely suggest you check out Kaiju number 8. But yeah, this week's chapter is really good.
Yeah, so just a reminder on Kaiju number 8. It just follows, like he said, it follows this world where you get there's pretty much like these aliens that attack Earth, and we have there's a defense force, and it follows the main character Akka. Is it Akka, right? Wait, right?
Kafka.
Kafka, there we go. Follows the main character Kafka, who ends up eating one of the aliens and now has the power to turn into like an alien slash human type thing. But he's good and he joins the defense force and he's failing his way up right now. So
Yeah,
he's
the
definitely
man
failing
is in
up.
his like late 20s, early 30s, and he's like, bro, I'm never gonna give up. He still has the Naruto mindset. Like years later, like because he made a promise to his best friend, who's one of the top officers, and she's been going crazy. Like, so it's some crazy shit. I really do like that wholesome dynamic between him and what's her name, Mina. I think her name is Mina.
Are you talking about the one that's training him or his best friend? Or the
The
girl
one
that
that's
he
his
like
best
his
friend,
love
who's
interest.
the
Okay,
one that's
yeah,
his
yeah,
best
yeah.
friend, who's the top soldier. Like, and she
Oh yeah,
goes
she's
crazy with
cold.
like cannons. Like, she's extra cold, dog.
Listen, man, Kafka is just Marvin Lewis. That boy just sometimes black excellence, sometimes black mid, and it's okay. That boy be filling up. I'll be like, damn, how you still got a job? Kafka dead ass just somehow became officer. He starts out as a cadet and becomes an officer with a 1% with a one
Not even
percent.
a cadet. He was a janitor, dog. Like,
Yeah, we really started from the bottom. Well, I'm telling you, he's filling up. He's filling up. That shit's tight. That shit's tight as hell, bro.
it
Listen, if
is.
you
It's really good.
listen, this manga is for all the people who just don't want to try hard and still succeed in life.
Yeah.
This is what this manga is for. This manga is for people who don't truly want to try hard. Kafka be hustling. Kafka be working hard, but he don't be working that hard. He don't be midnight hour in it. Like
Oh yeah, nah. He pulled up to the workroom today, and he saw his master training, like doing all the shadow moves. I was like, oh, dog, you got something coming for you.
where we're at in Kaiju number 8, though, we figure out that Kafka isn't the only human slash kaiju. There is another one that's roaming around called Kaiju number 9 that's the name that they have given him. Um, And we're at the end of this chapter. We see Kaiju number 9 pulling up to the he's pulling up to the base. He's pulling up to the defense force base, flying on some kaiju pterodactyls. Hey,
It's
standing straight up on the kaiju. Listen, he's standing straight up on it like a magic carpet. That shit cold as fuck.
Bro, you remember the scene of Jing from Hunter x Hunter when he was flying on like the big thing and it was flying on top of something else? You remember that? That's what
Yeah,
this reminds me of.
no, this really is, bro. Why he stands up? He stands up on a pterodactyl, bro. That is the most ball shit I've ever seen in my life.
I think the best thing about it is this: we ain't got to wait that long because the chapters come out on Thursdays. So by the time this episode drops, like we're already a few days away from the next chapter.
I'm still. I think it's still fairly new. I'm still enjoying it so far. I don't think that I'm as invested yet into it. Like it's cool. I do enjoy it. I think there's some great aspects to it. I like we've talked about before. We definitely
Yeah,
like the fact that we have a main character that is much older, than most shonen. Having a main character at 27 is, if you connect with it differently, you can read it kind of differently. I think that though with it having such a older character, I don't know. Like I feel that with them having such an older character, it shouldn't feel as kiddish as it feels sometimes.
I see what you're saying. It's like also at the same time, I think it's trying to tackle like it's not too late to do follow your dreams and do these things because I think there's a lot of people who are in our age bracket who feel like they may have like haven't accomplished as much as their peers. Like you probably see on the internet all the time. I got this new car, I got a new apartment, I just made $1 million from my entrepreneur job. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. And for the normal people who are just trying to live an everyday life like Kafka, but still want to achieve like their dreams, I think it's something like that where it shines for those type of people because it puts you in the mindset of like, yeah, I haven't done everything, but I can still do more because I still have my own dreams that I want to accomplish. And he sees all the officers around him who are either prestigious because they worked extremely hard or like what's the young girl? I think it's a young girl with pigtails. She's like a prodigy basically. And you see stuff like that. It's like, damn, she's younger than me. He's older than me. How can I like we grew up together, but we aren't on the same level. So how can I get to where they are so I can follow my dreams? And I think with Kaiju number 8, it's in its infancy. It's gonna turn out to be something, especially I think older people are gonna enjoy.
Man, listen, bro. If you want to see an older nigga in a manga right now, go to Spy Family. Go to Lloyd High, bro.
That's
Listen,
also true.
hey, listen,
Very
bro. Listen, go to Lloyd, nigga. He gonna put you on game. Get the fuck out of here. And Kafka cool. And Kafka cool. And once again, it is cool to see a older character, especially like they stated it like he's 27 years old and like that
Yeah.
he's on his like last bit. But I'm sorry, bro. Listen, if you really want to go to some shit with our age bracket, talk to me about Lloyd because listen, bro. Lloyd game too strong. Spy Family been some heat
It
right.
has. It has.
My only complaint with Spy Family right now is that it feels like a Sunday comic. Like
Yeah.
the chapters feel like it. In terms of we already know that there's a bigger storyline going on right now, but like each week feels like it has been so disconnected from that. Except like for the chapter like the chapter before this where we get like the first really one-on-one talk with Desmond and Lloyd, which was a really great moment. Like you really sit there and for the first time, you kind of see Lloyd struggle,
Yeah.
as a spy of like trying to pry something out of somebody or get someone to open up, and he's like, "Damn, like this is gonna be much harder than I thought it was gonna be."
Yeah, and it's crazy because this man is a psychiatrist. Like he plays that guy so well, but he's also because he's a spy, he knows how to manipulate and work the situation in his favor. But he also uncovers like the relationship between Damien and his dad, and it's like, okay, maybe you're not a great father, or you just have a disconnect with kids. I could kind of relate because I just adopted Shawty like a year and a half ago, if that. So I completely understand where you're coming from, but you see him like have that conversation with Desmond and Damien, and it's like, okay, maybe I know a little bit more. I can work my way up, and it it's a part of the underlying story where he's trying to infiltrate the Desmond household so he can, keep the peace. Like it's still they drop so many small gems that it's like the overarching story will eventually come together and you'll see all the lines connect. And especially with this chapter, because this chapter this week it wasn't even like anything crazy. It was about the dog that they saved like a long time ago, and like he finally gets his own chapter. But it's the most ridiculous, funny thing in the world because this man is like hungry and he sees like Lloyd isn't coming home, so he's waiting for Yor to actually make something for him. But he gets the vision of like, oh shit, you're gonna make something disgusting. I'm about to die. Hold up, hold up.
Hey, dog, he was sick, bro. And he was sick. He looked in the future. He was like, "Nigga, I'm gonna die if I eat this, bro." Can you imagine if you could look in the future and you see that the meal that someone's about to prepare for you is gonna kill you?
Duh. I'm like, I'm gonna
I would
go.
be sick. I would be sick, bro. Imagine being at someone's crib and you automatically get a vision. Don't eat that shit. They
Bro,
gonna,
you,
they gonna
you
put
can
some
just sit there
bullshit
have
in front of you.
you can have the
That's
that's a
crazy.
Raven look, and you just sit there, just like at the dinner table, and you just like, you okay? Oh yeah, no, no, no,
Man,
no.
damn.
I just remembered
Nah, that
I got some food at the crib.
Hey, I'm crying. Hey, I'm crying that Bond just running out the crib.
Yeah,
He just dipped. He was like, "Fuck it, I'm
I'm
out." He
out.
was like, "Hell
That
no."
nigga hopped up, unlocked the door, and dipped, dog.
It took off.
He went to go
It took
find Lloyd. Lloyd is
off.
on a whole mission, dog, and this man went across the city to find Lloyd in an undercover mission. That's how you know he was down bad. He was like, "Nah, I ain't
And
finna
he was
lose."
desperate. He was down bad for real. He was like, "Hell no, I ain't her food. Fuck out of here." He was like, "Where's Lloyd at?" Lloyd.
Oh,
No, man. So we catch Lloyd on this mission. So the mission part is cool because they they start bringing up like this is the lab where they were doing the test on the dog, and this could also be the lab that Anya could have been getting tested on. Like, so it's cool because we're getting more deeper into that, and I like that laboratory and that whole little thing is still a part of the storyline because remember that's how they got Bond in the first place. Is Lloyd was trying to stop the terrorists from setting off that bomb, and then now we're here where we're kind of getting introduced to them again. And granted, this is a very funny chapter. I think the chapter, and once again, like all the Spy Family stuff is so wholesome that you really do be having like the look between the lines on other shit
yeah,
to know to once again to be like oh like to connect these parts of the story like once again like Bond being on the mission with Lloyd and Lloyd kind of just being like
exactly.
cool come along you know I was like
He ain't
it's
even
very
turn him away.
funny.
He ain't tell him to go home or
Yeah,
nothing.
he was just like nothing. He was just like, all right, I guess, like cool. And so it was cool because they keep it that way of how they tell the story. But also when you really read it and you look at the little things, you're like, oh shit, like this is where they're at, like this is what they're doing. Like how could that tie and connect to this? So even though that they're not explicitly kind of telling more of a serious story, which I don't really feel that they will.
I don't think
Um
it'll be a good minute before it gets to that point. But I think the overarching thing will still be pretty wholesome in itself.
No, yeah, for real. But like, I enjoy how even without that, they still do a good job of trying to tell you the story. I just do wish that they kind of, I don't know, man. I just want them to kind of push things along just a tad bit further. Maybe I'm just being impatient. I don't know. Maybe I'm just an impatient person.
It does come out bi-weekly, so I don't blame you. Also, like we barely get this.
Bro, listen, man. That's what I'm saying. My nigga Bond was happy at the end though. Listen, my nigga Bond was really real about this food. He was like, "Bro, listen, I'll get shot at for it. I don't care. I don't even care. Like, please don't let this woman cook me."
Please.
He's like, "Please, I don't." I love how like on the last panel too. It's him having seeing in the future of Lloyd Lloyd being like, "How's the food? He's still alive." I'm like, "Oh, that's the last panel."
Oh man, that's how you know. It's all wholesome. It's all wholesome from beginning to end, bro. Like,
Beginning to end, man, it's great. I really hope though that this lab is somehow like we start kind of getting more into Anya and Anya's powers. I do feel that that laboratory is connected to it somehow.
oh
Um,
yeah, definitely. There's one a small panel when Lloyd first explains the lab. He's like he's there for finding truth serum. So I know that's gonna come back. Like up up in the future. Especially, it's truth serum, my guy. Like, you know, shit that spies use all the time. So it is what it is. I do have a feeling it's going to come back. One
Yeah.
thing I am kind of interested in though is seeing the other country, like where Lloyd and his team is from. Because while we're all having fun like in this side, what's the other side looking like for where they want this piece? Like, there's a greater world to this, and I am kind of hoping that they do introduce that side.
No, yeah, same here. They've mentioned it too within the last couple chapters. Um Oh, we didn't, man. Hold on, real quick, because we gotta talk about Damien's Damien's chapter of just real
Oh,
quick.
Damien's Day Out.
Damien's Day Out, bro, cried. I cried 100 nights after reading that shit. That shit made me cry, bro.
Yeah,
I was like, damn.
yeah.
I connect with this little nigga Damien a little too much. I was like, bro, I'm feeling Damien. Like, niggas gotta ease up sometimes. Niggas gotta ease up, bro. I was like, damn. I said, I feel it, dog. I was a stressed ass little
I,
kid too. I was like, fuck.
I feel his homies too though. He was like, bro, fuck all of that. I'm hanging with Damien. Like, this is my nigga for life, dog.
No, his
Like,
homies
I
are
see
real, bro. His homies are real riders. They went and got ISS with him.
exactly. Like, I fuck with them niggas a long way.
ISS was fun when you used to kick it with the homies in there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I would be in ISS just to hang out with my friends. Like I just be like, man, fuck it. Y'all not in class. I'm like, well, I'm gonna be here.
I ain't never really get put in ISS like that, but when I did get in there, I either fell asleep or just kicked it with the homies. It was like, oh yeah, you go back to class. I'm like, damn, I really gotta go back
I
to
would
class.
send myself to ISS some days. I just be like, you know what? Don't even fill out the paperwork. I'll do it for you. I'll just go down. I was like, fuck it. Like, let me not even waste your time. Let me just go down there and just do what I gotta do.
Nah, every now and again I go to the gym. I'll hang out with my coaches, hang out in the weight room. I am not going anywhere else. If I'm not in class, I'm either in the weight room or at lunch. That's it.
Oh man. All right. Let's get into the two big monthlies. Let's kick it off with Boruto and the power of friendship. Yippee.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yippee, the
You
power of
know,
friendship. You already
you know
know what
they
we're about.
can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with that.
Power of friendship, because that's what we're about here at Boruto. The power of pals, the pal power.
I don't know,
Yeah.
Chief. The power of friendship might not save Naruto.
Oh yeah, he dead. Yeah, that shit crazy. We might as well listen. Hey, Naruto kind of went out a little sad, a little bit.
Yeah, did he did everything he could. That just shows how strong that these niggas was for him to go that far.
You know, kind of sad, bro. That nigga was just, it was like my body felt like lead, just dropped dead.
I nah.
He killed himself. That's
What killed
why he killed
me?
himself. No, I wish he should have went out like a G. He should have got murdered.
I don't know about that.
He should have got a hole in his chest. Goku done took 50 holes to the chest.
They
Naruto
ain't got
took one
Dragon
hole.
Balls. I was finna say though, it is kind of funny. Sasuke got shot in the chest by an invisible Rasengan in this chapter. Like, that was kind of funny to me. I was like,
Oh
oh
yeah, he got
shit.
his ass popped. He lost the eye too. Sasuke, see, bro, listen, Sasuke be getting hoed. That's because he be acting like a bitch. Once again, bro, you know, you reap what you sow. You out here acting like a hoe, you gonna get hoe shit back happen to you. I mean, I don't feel bad for him. I don't feel bad. Sasuke
He
lost the
tried though.
eye, and Sasuke lost the eye, and he got his ass shot. He should be the one dead. I know Naruto probably slightly pissed.
But that's why I think that's why though he needs to redeem himself. I feel like that's the reason Sasuke's here. Like, he's been on the bullshit for so long. It's like, the good may die young, but he's going through the redemption arc to make himself, like,
It ain't even
bring it back around. I'm just saying, man. Like, you got to give him some credit. He trying to raise his homie's son. He trying to make this man as powerful as he can be. That's how I see it at the very least. But like,
Sasuke's just trying to wear Rick Owens all day and be moody. That's it. He just want to be moody and Rick Owens. That's all he wants to do all day.
you would have thought he got through it through his teen years.
Man, whatever. He was pussy in his teen years. I don't
But that's what
listen,
I'm
bro.
saying.
Until he makes a conscious decision to stop being pussy, he ain't let go. The thing is, he holding on to his past, bro. See, you gotta get deep in this. Like, you gotta get deep into this. It's a real trauma with that man. He need to go to therapy. That's what he need to do. Sasuke need to go to therapy. Sasuke will stop being a hoe once he goes to
I
therapy,
think
bro.
I think he's gonna stop like in the next two chapters.
Naruto didn't even go to therapy because Naruto was actually knocking niggas' heads off. Naruto was out
Oh,
here actually bodying niggas. This nigga Sasuke was getting his ass whooped his whole life.
chill out. This man has been on road missions the whole time. I'm pretty sure he's been like catching bodies on the road that we ain't even seen.
Killer B broke that nigga's mental. Killer B
Oh
broke that nigga's mental. Sasuke ain't never been the
my
same. Ever been the same.
I ain't gonna
Even
hold you. Killer B did go crazy on all of them. I ain't gonna hold
Killer
you. That
B
shit was a wild fight.
beat the shit out of Sasuke. He ain't been right since. I love how that's always my to go to. That's always just funny. That is always gonna be funny to me. All right, I'm all Sasuke for now. uh, no, I guess the big thing in this chapter though, outside of Naruto possibly being dead, I don't think he's dead. He's gonna get revived somehow. I don't believe that shit. That's the big thing about this chapter though, is that we pretty much learned that Kawaki, even though that Jin's dead, or Jin slash Otsutsuki is dead, his like DNA or whatever is still like 90% downloaded into Kawaki. So although Kawaki has like his he still has his body and his consciousness and all that, like he still has that part of Otsuki in him. So Momoshiki, who is now controlling Baruto, is like, you're still good fruit. Like I can still feed you and produce a pretty solid chakra fruit. So
Yeah.
we get this intense battle of we see Kawaki fighting Baruto or slash Momoshiki, and they're fighting and they're giving these flashbacks of Naruto being calling him brother, and once again power of pal ship and all that other fun Naruto shit, bro. Their writing is so goddamn easy to just it's the same shit every time.
I
It's
was
they
not.
it's the same
Here's the thing
formula.
though. Here's the thing though. Like, because we got to give Sasuke some points. Like the writing is like fairly basic, but we got to give Sasuke points because he figured out how to beat Momoshiki in this instance. Because he realizes like the reason that Boruto lost control is because he intentionally does not have enough chakra. So when they keep throwing chakra based attacks at him, he's not. He's only gonna dodge because if he absorbs it, he's gonna risk waking up Boruto. So they come up with this whole plan of like throwing attacks at him, and I forget which one it was.
Man, no, hold on, wait, wait, wait,
I'm
wait.
just
We're giving
yeah.
Sasuke, no, we're giving Sasuke credit
We
for some
gotta
shit.
give we
Nah, bro, he can. Okay,
we gotta give him credit for that. You just can't not give him credit for that because he did figure it out and he let Kawaki know like, hey, this is what we gotta do to
but he
bring
didn't even
Boruto
do
down.
it. He didn't even do it. It was
Yes,
Kawaki who did
he
it.
did. But he's the one who came up with the plan. He knew the plan.
Kawaki literally set himself on fire. He
He
literally
knew
set
the
himself
plan
on
though.
fire.
He had to give him the plan because
In his
you
same
can't give
channel,
Sasuke.
bro.
You just
Kawaki
can't
get
not give
that. Hey,
Sasuke no
listen,
credit because he just went rounds with this man Jigen before Momoshiki pulled up, bro. He
got his
just
ass,
went rounds
and
with him.
got his bro. He got his ass kicked in, so that was mostly
But
Naruto.
Naruto did too, and
Naruto,
look where Naruto is at. Look where Naruto is at versus where Sasuke is at.
because
Sasuke is still standing.
bro,
Naruto is assed out, and he might die next chapter. We don't know that yet. I'm just saying, dog. Like you got to give Sasuke the credit to at least like save the situation, because
no,
otherwise Kawaki
why?
would also be dead. Kawaki would also be dead.
Sasuke
Momoshika would
said,
be running.
listen, I'll give him credit to the fact that he told Kawaki, like, hey, this is gonna be a battle of who can run out of chakra first. I give him credit for saying that. His plan was ass and it failed immediately. And Kawaki had to set himself on fire just for him to use up the rest of his chakra. I'm not giving Sasuke credit for that. Kawaki had to set himself on
You
fire.
got.
That's not good leadership. If one of your soldiers gotta set
He
themselves
didn't
on
tell him to set him on.
fire,
He didn't. He didn't say that.
it's
He
horrible
just knew. He
leadership.
just knew
That's
that
just
moment.
a
He just
horrible
knew that.
leader.
No,
I would
because
never
that's
do
Kawaki's plan. Bruh, here's the thing. Kawaki knew, like, oh, I'm valuable to you. It's like Ray setting himself on fire and Isabella trying to put it out and wave at
Oh,
him gracefully.
whatever.
It's just
No,
like that.
no, it's
It's
not.
just
It's
like
not
that.
like that at
Yes, it
all.
is.
It's
Yes,
not
it
like
is
that at
exactly like
all.
that.
It's not like that at all. Not even close.
Yes,
Not even
it is.
close, bruh. Not even close. Wow. No, no, we're not gonna go there with it. I don't. No. Next subject. I'm done with this subject. I'm done with Boruto. You just made me mad. I'm not gonna give. No, he had to defend himself ablaze. Yeah,
Because
he
he
was playing his
Ray did the
ass.
same thing.
He did.
Ray did the exact same
No, he
thing.
did it. Yo,
Word
it's
for
not
word, bar for bar.
Ray's still alive.
And so is Kawaki. What do you mean?
Oh my god, Isabella really sacrificed her life for the set. He didn't sacrifice his life for the set, bro. Sasuke
Oh my god.
a big, bro.
Oh man.
Oh my
Shout out to Naruto though.
yeah, yeah. He dead now. He out of there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, bro. Whatever, man. Whatever. Pretty much though,
Oh
I'm
man.
just wondering what their next steps are gonna be to handle Boruto.
Yeah.
They're gonna stab that nigga. They're gonna figure out something. They gotta figure out something.
They gotta figure out how to save Naruto
Hey,
first.
yeah, they're gonna figure out how to save Naruto first. Hey, if Naruto dies though, it's tight for Boruto. He got no one in his corner. They're gonna be like, kill this nigga now. They're gonna be like, yeah, well, we're gonna kill him. That's what the whole podcast
Yo, yo. Imagine a whole assassination attempt on Boruto.
Hey, bro, listen. Hey, let's be real here. If they, I don't know.
Boruto goes rogue because everybody trying to kill him now. Like,
Man, listen, Naruto gonna die. Like, well, kill him. Sasuke gonna look at him and be like, well, we gotta do what we gotta do, guys. I mean, shit. I don't. You got my eye. I mean, what else can we do here? Oh my gosh.
oh shit.
We'll figure out. I'm wondering what happens next month, especially now Baruto's back and
Yeah.
Naruto's life is on the line. You went out like a pussy, bro. Once again, at least Goku took a hold to the chest. Speaking of Goku, let's get into Dragon Ball Super.
Okay. Okay. Had to throw it in there. All right.
Hey,
Well, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. This super chapter pissed me off because it was so good, dog, and I was so ready to drop it. But like, this is gonna be the best arc in I think Dragon Ball. Period.
no, this is some of the hardest shit. This is some hard shit. This is some real good shit. Um, this feels so good because first of all, anything connected to Frieza is always going to be dope. I have just truly
Yeah.
learned this. I mean, outside of Resurrection F, but everything else that's connected to Frieza is always something entertaining. Always something that I yeah, you just know some good shit's gonna come out of it. This feels very Dragon Ball Z reminiscent. It definitely has
Yeah.
that Dragon Ball Z feel to it. Yeah, this chapter just had a lot, from introducing the new. I don't even want to call Granola a villain. I don't even want to call him a villain
Yeah.
yet. It's kind of like this anti-hero type. um,
Yeah.
you get introduced to Granola, you learn more about him, you figure out that like his past is connected to early Saiyan Frieza, um,
Yeah.
alliances, and they still turning into apes and all that. So
Yeah.
I think that's a part of the reason too why it feels so Dragon Ball Z reminiscent.
Yeah, it definitely dives back into like the greater universe of Dragon Ball Z, where you remember like the Saiyans came to Earth when it was just a peaceful time after Piccolo and Goku fought, and I was like, oh, this is a world beyond us. We learn about Namek, we learn about the Saiyans, we learn about Frieza, all of that stuff that happens on beyond this world, and it's great to see them follow up on it because if you really think about it, like we haven't had any hint of that major story since what was it? Probably Resurrection F when we see Frieza come back and all the remnant soldiers come to revive him. Like we ain't seen nothing like that in a long time, and I think it's great and refreshing for it to follow up on all of that, especially because in my opinion, it's going to follow up on all the stuff that happens with Beerus sending Frieza to wipe out the Saiyans. Like Granola is having a dream, and we see a great ape, and I think it's Bardock. They say it's Bardock because of the little scar under the ape's eye, and I think that would be dope as fuck if it is. But like we might figure all that stuff out later. I think one of the this chapter had hella shit in it because it also like says it also shows Goku training with Whis, and he's using Master Ultra Instinct, of course.
That's what
And
I'm
but
saying. Yeah.
but it's not the only power of the gods and angels. It's like Whis gets on this man and it's like, yo, I'm happy that you learned all of this stuff, but you got to develop your own style, my guy. Like you can't keep stealing everybody moves. Like you gotta develop your own sense. So it's like, oh shit,
Damn,
like
he called Goku a shark nigga. That shit crazy. He
yeah, that
called
shit
Goku a
extra
shark
wild.
nigga.
That shit is extra wild. We see that shit, and then we got Vegeta
I saw
following
my
with.
nigga Nas put his baby nigga on the cover. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We gotta. I will push. All right,
Go
hold
for
on.
it. Go for it.
Hold on, hold on. Hold on.
Yo.
Oh yeah, that. You know how niggas be biting this shit.
See how niggas be biting this shit? That's Wiz. That's Wiz right there. You see how niggas biting this shit?
Shine on your own shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be killing me though, son, because you know they be coming with your words and shit. They hear you say one word, and here they come with the word, trying to flip it and bounce it.
Wiz called him a shark. That was funny as hell. But but no, adult moment though because it does. Yeah, it was a dope moment because it's cool seeing Goku get sunned in that way.
Yeah. He got Sun, and then it's like you see Whis and Vegeta, not Whis, Beerus and Vegeta on the side watching them train, and he's like, "Oh, so you're not gonna learn Ultra Instinct?" And Vegeta's like, "Nah, that ain't my style. I'm gonna figure out my own way." And so Beerus actually gets up and trains for the first time in a good minute because we don't never really hear about Beerus training. So he goes off and trains, and he talks to Vegeta. And he's like, "So you trying to learn something? You better keep up with the kid." And so it's crazy to see them push the dynamic forward between like them going their own separate paths. Goku probably learning like angel stuff, while Vegeta follows the God of Destruction stuff like Topo did. And I'm really hyped to see where that goes. Like I'm happy that these niggas are diverging on their own paths. I kind of want to see like Gohan get a little bit more shine because I know like back in the saying what is it the Goku Black arc, they talk about how Trunks trained with the Kais and he learned how to use Kai power, and so because Gohan did the same thing at the end of Buu, I would kind of hope that he follows that same pathway too. Maybe he'll learn how to heal niggas. Like I don't know. That's something way down the line. I might be giving Dragon Ball too much credit, but we'll see.
I think that the best part about this is that Vegeta is training with Beerus. I think that, especially after we did the Tournament of Power arc, when we could figure out that the next God of Destruction could actually be chosen,
Yeah.
I think it'll be cool. I think Vegeta should be chosen for the next God of Destruction. I think that's going to be something that definitely comes up in the future. Uh, then after that, we meet the Migos of Dragon Ball. These niggas had a bando, bro. These niggas
Yo,
really Migos. These niggas,
this the real
yeah,
reason why I fuck with this chapter.
bro, for real. They introduced the rosters and everything in Dragon Ball now. These niggas had dreads. He had a whole little compound. Our boy
You know
Granola
what I'm
came in
saying?
there talking greasy. He was like, "Man, tell me what the fuck Frieza is right now."
They're like, hold on, player, we got you. Just you know what I'm saying? We gonna break you off a little bread. We gonna get to that when we get to it. But you know what I'm saying? Just chill. And it's not even just that. It's the fact that these niggas race is called the Heaters. Like that's extra cold. Like
Oh yeah, nah, they went dumb, bro. Listen, they go dummy. One thing Dragon Ball gonna do is they gonna go dummy with the characters. The story may be
yeah,
ass, but they gonna go dummy with the characters each and every time.
yeah. But and the other great thing about these characters too, I ain't gonna hold you. Like the entire this story might be the best story of Super and Dragon Ball as a whole because it's following up on Frieza. And we know Frieza just got back not too long ago. So Granola's whole story has been like he's been dreaming of revenge against the Saiyans because they destroyed his own planet, and Frieza because he's the one who sent them out there. But he doesn't know that like Frieza was revived like not too long ago after the Tournament of Power. Like in our heads, like oh Frieza's been back for a minute, but for them, Frieza's been dead for a long time. Like we don't went through Cell, we don't went through Boo,
Yeah,
the Tournament of Power, all of this stuff. So like it's been years. So when he gets
Frieza,
wind, they're like,
Frieza been
go
dead
ahead.
so long, niggas stopped pouring Henny for him. He's past like the pouring out phase of death. Niggas don't even pour out for him no more. And they're like, all right, nigga, you been dead too long. Like, we not wasting no more alcohol on your ass.
Nah, they did go for them Dragon Balls though. I ain't even gonna hold you. That was the craziest shit. So the fact that like, but even then, like he gets wind that Frieza's alive. He's like, oh, so I could really still go off this nigga. Like my life's work ain't in vain. Like, all right, y'all gotta tell me where he is now. And he gets slapped up by what's his name, Gas.
Hey,
It's
Gas put the fucking works on that nigga, bro. Hey, Gas is like, I don't know who the fuck. Gas is like, I don't know who house you think you talking loud in, but this is not how this is gonna go. Gas beat the brakes off of Granola. That shit was hilarious. That shit was
yo,
hilarious. Had that boy in an arm bar. Had him screaming "Uncle." Had him in the chicken wing. You ever been put in the chicken wing? My cousin put me in the chicken wing once. That shit hurt. I
yeah,
know
that
Granola
shit,
was in pain.
yo,
That boy Gas came out of nowhere, beat the brakes off that boy. That shit was Gas no one to play with. No, you meet the heaters. They're pretty much bandits. They out here giving bounty jobs to people. They tell Granola pretty much like, "Hey, we ain't gonna have nothing for you for a little bit," but they give him the little hint that, "Hey, Frieza's alive." What's the main what's the lead what's Quavo's name in this?
oh, what is his name? Oil, I think. I think his name Oil.
Oil. So we Oil pretty much drops this little hint, Granola, like, hey, but Frieza's still alive, but I ain't got no job for you, so you free to go. Knowing full and well Granola is going to pretty much try to go after Frieza, and he's setting him up to get killed because he's like, man, Granola getting a little too strong. Like, he ain't stronger than Gas, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know. He might mess around and trip out one day and catch me lacking. So
Yeah,
he sent him off on a blank mission. Um, it's cool when you meet Granola though, because like you said, he's very much a Goku esque character. Where it's like his real plan isn't like trying to take over the world or anything. He just wants revenge. He legit just wants revenge, and he's training to become strong for revenge. Uh,
yeah.
and then we get okay. So we'll talk about it quickly before we wrap this episode up. The fortune telling fish
Oh yeah.
that pretty much is like a new strong warrior is coming and niggas need to beware. Uh, I don't know, man. Like, listen, bro. Like, once again, I don't. I'm not expecting anything different out of Dragon Ball. So this fortune telling shit, I'm not really buying into the whole whatever, whatever. But if Granola comes through and beats the brakes off of Goku, I mean, like, shit. I'm not gonna be the one to say I wouldn't like to see it.
Me either. Like I think it's the biggest pump fake. Dragon Ball always has like some of the biggest pump fakes. This is probably the biggest because it's like obviously it's not gonna be Granola. I don't think it's gonna be Goku because I think the show is gonna like the manga is gonna end way too early. Can't be Vegeta. I just but that's what makes it exciting because it's like all the stuff that you think it couldn't possibly be still has potential of making it happen. So it's like, who could it be? Could it be the main dreadhead dude name is Elect. The big guy is named Oil.
Okay.
It could be Elect because they make it a point to say like, oh, strength isn't about power levels anymore, but it's also about your intellect. And so now they starting to get into kind of different things like Granola is a long range sniper. He ain't even like a close range fighter like that, as we could see, because he got his ass beat by Gas in some hand to hand. So it's like, okay, what could you define as the strongest in the Dragon Ball universe now? Is it gonna be hand to hand? Is it gonna be like long range? Is it gonna be energy blast? Can you
Man,
heal?
it's
Can
hand to
you
hand. You
can
already know what it is, bro. Listen, if
I'm
you
just
can't beat
but
my ass, then what
they
is it?
making it seem bigger than what it is. I don't want to give no credit into Dragon Ball, but after this chapter and them saying like, oh, you gotta figure out your own path, your own strengths, it's something different. Like we seen Hit with his time stop, and we know that's pretty broken, but even Jiren broke that shit. So it's like, dog, what's really strong in this show? Like, I don't know. I feel like they're gonna do something wild with it that we ain't gonna expect, and we still gonna be like, oh, here goes that bullshit again. Here go that Dragon Ball shit.
I don't know, man. Listen, I'm just gonna listen, bro. I've been learning how to be happy with the moment. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
be happy with the
same.
moment. This chapter was tight. I don't know what to expect from them next, but this is a really good chapter. Very entertaining. I'm loving right now where they're. I love the direction that they're heading. I just
Yeah.
don't have faith in them because they have done this before multiple times. But right now where they're heading, I really enjoy Granola. I love the story. I love
Hmm.
Frieza being tied into all this. I love that Frieza's coming back. I hope that this leads to goddamn Brawley maybe showing up. Like there's a lot of things
Yeah.
that could happen with this, especially now that Frieza's back in the picture. So you're gonna be
Quick thing,
excited for
quick
next
thing, quick,
month. What up? What up? What
quick
up?
thing, quick thing. My quick thing is real quick. I just really want to. I hope it doesn't happen, but I feel like there's going to be an entire fallout. Frieza's going to come to Goku for help. Vegeta gonna be like, bruh, fuck you and everything you stand for. And now's the time to like you reap what you sow. And Goku's gonna be like, "Come on, dog, don't be like that." And we gonna get
Nah,
this
I
whole.
don't see that happening. I
I
don't see
see,
that happening.
I see it, dog. Because Goku
I
is
don't even want you
definitely.
putting that out there, bro. Why you even doing that to us? Why you gonna allow this to happen?
I'm not allowing shit to happen, but I just know Goku because he just pulled the shit with the Sensu bean not too long ago. So I don't expect much from Goku. Like that's my
Same.
thing. I
I
want
hope. I
Goku to
hope it,
surprise me
if
and be
that
like, "Nah,
happens,
fuck you, Frieza." I really want them to be like, "Nah, fuck you, Frieza." Like he did that shit. We aren't the niggas that he was controlling because we had our planet destroyed, and Frieza gonna shift blame to Beerus, and everybody just it's gonna be a 4-on-1 versus Beerus. Niggas wipe out Beerus. Like that's the shit that.
bro. Listen, I if that shit happens, I'm a Chuck Super off the bridge. If that ever happens, I'm not with it.
You not with niggas jumping Beerus?
Hell no, fuck y'all. Beer's the realest nigga there. Hell no, y'all not finna jump
Hell no.
Beer's. Beer's the realest nigga
You
there.
telling me the nigga that set my house on fire and is training me now deserves to, like, no, dog, fuck out of here. No, how come you ain't tell me that shit sooner? Like I wasn't respectful
Beer's
enough,
the
nigga. You
realest.
can already
Beer's
kill
the
me.
realest
What's
nigga.
the harm in
Beer's
telling me that you couldn't like what?
Beer's
Come on.
Beer's the realest nigga there, man. Fuck out of here. Why y'all gonna jump Beer's? All right, cool. Bet I hope Beer's both the whole planet if they try to jump him. I hope he blow
I
up
want to see
immediately.
Beers get jumped.
Y'all
He owes
trash.
niggas explanation for
No,
that
he
shit.
don't. He don't
Yes,
owe
he
nobody nothing.
do.
When you top dog, you don't
He
explain shit. What's
Frieza blew
understood
up this
doesn't need
nigga
to be
planet under
explained.
his order, dog. Like, fuck, nah.
What's understood does not need to be explained.
Well, help me understand, because I don't understand why
No,
this
hell
nigga sent
no.
these niggas to the gulag, dog. I needs to know, like,
Because sometimes niggas just be sent there, bro. Listen, once again, when you top dog, you can make shots and you can call shots that you don't
so
need no
don't be
explanation.
mad when these niggas go run Beer shit up, dog. Don't be mad,
All
because
right,
obviously,
when Bears beat their ass,
new
when Bears beat
strongest in the
their ass, y'all gonna
universe.
get
The
mad.
Oracle, the fish, done already said it. New strongest in the universe. Beer's finna get his ass slapped out of
All
existence,
right,
and
bro.
these niggas finna take
Whatever,
over.
bro. All right. Watch. Y'all talking down on Beerus' name. When he started blowing up planets, I don't want to hear shit. I talk down on his name, then he start blowing up planets, and now all of a sudden he the bad guy. That shit crazy. I feel it. You know what? That's my life too. Niggas push you to the edge, and when I start blowing shit up, then I'm the bad guy. Well, you
Of
shouldn't
course,
have
nigga.
been
We ain't good unless we serve you good food,
there.
nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. Like, get out of here. Come on.
I don't know. I feel some people should deserve to get their ass whooped over a bad plate. If you show me some real horrible food, you might deserve to get snuffed out one time.
How we start this whole conversation with like food with the dog, and now we ending on this shit. Like,
Because this is what we do here on the Big Eyes Podcast. All right, thank you everyone for tuning in to this week's episode of the Big Eyes Podcast. As always, make sure you subscribe, listen to the Lookout RNC on wherever you listen to podcasts, Apple Music, Spotify, wherever, whatever. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Instagram. Make sure you find RNC Radio Live. You know, one stop shop for everything. And yeah, bro, AD, what's our sign off?
more water, more anime, more games, more life. Take care.